high school.
Cool.
I went to high school with this guy named Everett, and he was going bald in high school. But you know the lead singer from John's old band is like 24, and he's like completely bald.
Yeah, he showed me a video of him, or at least like big old horseshoe. I'd rather have the horseshoe than the cul-de-sac.
I'd just take it all off if I started going bald.
I think a receding hairline doesn't look that bad. Like Job on Arrested Development.
Yeah.
He has a big receding
my
hairline.
hairline
You just cut it
is
short and it looks
definitely
fine.
receding.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
But every guy in my mom's side of the family is bald, so I figure it's going to happen sometime. I'm not really that worried about it.
Cut it short. Get rid of those bangs. It'll look fine. It'll be looking hot.
Nah, I'll keep the bangs. I'm gonna be like those guys that have like this part bald and then like the really long gross hair.
Are you gonna have
Be
the
all
comb
fucking
over?
creepy.
Pull your hair back. Let me see how far back you go.
That's not bad.
Really, it's the same. as
It's not too bad. And my hair is blonde, so it's kind of hard to tell where it ends. But I just am so paranoid of it. But it's gonna happen. I've accepted
Well, if
it.
you want my opinion, you kind of look like that guy. So.
Oh
Fuck.
fuck!
Mirror. There about 8 people in the chat just exploded with fucking loud chips near the microphone.
That would be you.
Thinking that's him. There you go. What number is this?
141.
143.
Is it? 141.
Either 143 or 44. It's been a while. I don't know.
Podcast.
It's podcast 140 theme song.
We're not gonna number him anymore. Welcome to the podcast.
We're gonna go ahead and go to the theme song.
We're gonna
right
go
now.
letters.
Go to the theme song right
Podcast
now.
A.
Theme song right now. Junior Special. Junior Special. Junior Special. Junior Special. Junior Special. Junior Special. Theme song. Junior Special.
It's Junior Special, yeah, and it's Junior Special. Junior, yeah, and it's Junior Special. 1 pound and 50 pence, 50 pence, 50 pence. BNA's is 20 pence more. It's me, that's all. Junior Special, 7 up 5 leg. Make sure you give me mayonnaise and a left leg. Got 7 up, then I want Dr. Pepper. Ain't got what I want, then I go HS. Feeling rich and I go KF. If it's Jack Sword, then he wants side breast. Make sure you give me Tish Forks or Pep. Nice. Junior Special, with a fight over side breast.
Theme song.
20 pence.
Junior Special we do.
If you want the podcast tonight, that's the Junior Special, but the Special Mayonnaise podcast will have to be on the left. And that's another 20 pence.
20 pence more.
20 pence more.
That's me, Jack Soul.
That's him, Jack Sore.
These aren't chips.
He likes Dr. Pep. Pizza Hut, I don't do.
Pizza Hut, don't do.
Pizza Hut, I don't do.
Welcome to podcast 143. We're back finally. The schedule's been a bit spotty, but we're trying to get back on track.
We were
trying to do
very
it
busy
consistent.
last Sunday watching Lost, so we did not have time for any of you
Yeah.
guys.
We didn't have time. We put
Was
it
that last Sunday?
We put it aside.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was a week ago.
7 days.
You've had a whole week to take it in. I can't believe they were dead the whole time. What fucking
The whole
waste.
show.
Fucking waste of
6
time.
years wasted.
I told you
And
that the island was
I
purgatory.
thought that
Said
they
it.
were dead to begin with, and they said they weren't.
So they
Fuck
lied.
you.
They lied.
Here's what I did. I thought, and you guys remember I said after the first episode, I bet the island's purgatory.
And there was.
And then when the show ended, the second they mentioned afterlife, I stopped paying attention because I already knew I was right.
Well, you were. I mean, that's what it was.
I had to have been. So what was the point of watching another 5 minutes?
That's a good point.
So,
Once they said that, I was pretty much done with Lost, and I just turned it off because I'm not gonna watch that show anymore.
Lost fails to shock or surprise me.
Well, I am going to watch that show anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to watch it.
I say no more.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm not gonna watch it anymore.
You know what? When the deleted scenes come out for season 6, I'm not going to watch them because I put my foot down. No, sadly,
Whatever, Lost overstayed its welcome, anyways.
it overstayed its welcome. No, but anyway,
Annoying characters.
Annoying characters.
That guy Ben was his name John Henry Gale?
yeah, quit
or-
being bad.
His name Henry Gale
Yeah.
or Ben or
Yeah,
Linus?
it's
Who
too
knows?
confusing for me.
I don't even like that guy. He's dumb.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't get the ending, and I'm not willing to think about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm a atheist, and it just offended.
pisses you off.
Yeah, really, really pissed me
That
off.
was my favorite article that I read after Lost came out.
I'm an atheist.
Plenty of Lost fans pissed over ending. Atheists are outraged. I didn't see God in the last ending. In the last
I
episode,
didn't
did
see
you?
heaven
Did he like?
God?
I didn't
They
see.
didn't say
I didn't
there's-
see them go.
I didn't
Oh
even
God,
see-
it was you.
I didn't even see that it was a Christian church.
No. You said the stained glass window had every different religion like symbol all over the place.
Yeah.
So.
So did the temple on the island. So I didn't see. I mean, but you could say Jack made a sacrifice like Christ. That's what I said to my
Also
youth
like-
group when we watched it.
Also
but,
like Muhammad.
hey, whoa.
What?
Oh, fuck. We're off iTunes
right.
now. They just deleted us.
What? Muhammad was a prophet.
We weren't on iTunes to begin
Fuck.
with because I was sitting over here doing a Muhammad impression the whole time.
That's what he's been doing.
Oh.
Great. Now,
Now we're screwed.
the mutiny.
I
There's
had
mutiny
I've
here.
had the red eyes of Muhammad the whole time.
The third eye. Muhammad's third eye. He
Well,
sees all.
I guess.
The red eyes of
We can
Muhammad.
officially stop censoring me now.
Censorship is over. So, yeah, no. But anyway, alas, many things have passed. And someone brought this up in the chat last week. Ever since the Mega64 podcast has started, we have talked about 3 things. There were 3 constants.
Okay.
The Office. Oh, we don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that sucks.
Are these the 3 things I mentioned in my Sailor Moon intro?
Possibly.
Oh.
I mean, Derek was the prophet yet again.
I think I said talking about Lost, talking about The Office. I don't remember the third
Yeah,
thing.
well, we
talked
talked
about movies.
We've talked about version 3 since the first podcast. We actually gave updates.
Really?
Version 3 is now released, which, by the way, if you didn't know, go to our online store and order a copy.
Come
Buy
check
it.
it out.
It is finally, truly out.
You don't want the version 3 Spectre coming to your dreams at night.
Now, I heard a rumor about this. We did a live thing
Yeah.
on Thursday night, but I was like, okay, we're done. It's a success. I'm going to
Can't
go
do it.
home and count my earnings.
Yeah, live launch.
You counted.
But I heard something happened on the live feed when I left. What happened?
I heard a rumor.
The Spectre business
Someone,
or something.
well, the janitor told me
Yeah.
he was here cleaning up after we had left. He was
Yeah.
hanging up the costumes and sweeping up the corner and stuff.
Yeah.
And he said that he saw a spook, like a specter or a ghost,
Yeah.
kind of
What did it look like?
giving messages to one of the cameras.
I heard a rumor that I wasn't here, so you guys hung a dummy by the neck and said it was me.
That's just a rumor.
Yeah, that's a rumor.
That's, I mean,
I've heard a lot of things.
I've heard a lot of things. Who knows who's right?
Wow.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Wow, what friends I have.
I thought it was the ghost. The janitor told me it was the ghost.
I heard the rumor that it was you, but we didn't do it. That you were so upset that version 2 was over that you did that to yourself, and that was our
Oh,
tribute
I would
dance
be
to
nothing
you.
but happy that version
That's
3
what I heard.
was over, because quite frankly, it was a nightmare to create.
Well, there you go. But regardless, that's over and that's out, and you guys have already been ordering them like crazy. And Lost is over. That's like another
That
big
is-
thing.
It's like a big finale.
What's,
So,
the,
well,
what's the point of the podcast? anymore?
Version 3 updates overstayed their welcome, and they failed to surprise me. So,
Yeah.
quite honestly, I'm glad that they're gone.
Yeah,
Yes,
good
please
riddance.
call Garrett. Thanks.
Also, I would put version 3 on my wish list if you wanted it. Maybe somebody would get it for you.
Wow. Well, no. So anyway, Lost is over.
You never know.
No, but we were talking about this before, and we've kind of exasperated ourselves talking about it over the past week. So we don't probably need to fill. I think it was last week. We filled like the whole podcast with Lost.
Let's just not
Yeah.
even talk about the finale. Let's just
No,
skip it.
but what? Well, we could say whatever. We could just touch it real quick.
Yeah.
We. I've been alarmed at how many people. You know, we were kind of poking fun at the beginning, but I was really blown away by how many people, A, didn't get the ending, and B, wouldn't give it another thought. Like,
yeah, that was
like,
once they weren't spoon-fed the
like,
answers, they were done.
When it was over, Garrett and I said the same thing. I love that ending, but I know a lot of people will hate that.
Yeah.
And to me, that is more than acceptable for an ending like that. But I was not prepared at all for the amount of people that were like, I didn't get that. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You don't even want to try to get it? I don't know. To me, it's like try to get it and then hate it if you want, but I don't.
This
I was really
whole-
surprised.
This whole last week, I've been telling people who don't know that I watch a show
Yeah.
that, dude, did you see Lost?
Yeah.
What do you think? I go, oh, no, I don't watch that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You don't watch, what? I thought you watched it. No, sorry.
No, it's not me.
I'm trying to avoid conversations about the
Yeah.
finale, like a
Because
plague.
what I've been encountering, and I've been doing the same thing. What I've been encountering is people who either didn't understand it and want to, and like, it's just like, well, I don't see how you wouldn't get what they explained, or it's like, me having to get defensive about it, like, well, why? I don't understand why you would like that. And it's like, I don't feel like I have to defend it. I like
The
it.
person who pissed me off the most is my brother.
Luke, yeah,
Hey,
He
brother.
pissed me off so bad.
at
'Cause
pizza, every time he brought it up, I got up and left.
Luke had to say, you guys didn't even fucking like it. You're just so embarrassed that it's a shitty ass ending that you're just saying you liked it to save face. Luke, you stopped watching in season 2. Shut the fuck up. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I would.
And look, if
I
you're
would have
watching
no
this,
problem admitting. I
if you're
didn't
watching
like
this,
it.
Luke,
Like,
that's right. I said it. Fuck you.
the brothers
I say
split.
you do.
All right, Luke. I'm just the
No,
fuck you part.
brothers-
That was a little much.
The brothers
you, Luke.
divide.
My
Luke would be
brother.
caught dead watching this.
Fuck you.
You know, every now and then he catches me off guard by saying something about the podcast. I'm like, you watch the podcast? Every
Oh,
now and
yeah,
then.
huh?
Every
Yeah.
now and then. So Luke,
Yeah.
hey, I'm just joshing you.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
Every time
He hates
Luke
you.
or Jonathan brought up Lost, I got up and got a refill.
I know,
of
and then
soda.
you always
Yeah, it was
said
like, I
something
just
to
didn't
yourself.
wanna
I
have
don't know
to
what
explain.
I don't know what you were saying, but it was always this. CC Lost. Oh, fuck, I'm up.
Yeah,
I would get
just
up and
don't wanna
go.
into it.
I would get up and mutter under my breath.
Yeah.
I can't walk away from this faster.
That's what you were saying. I was like, what is
Yeah,
he
yeah,
saying
yeah.
every time?
Yeah.
Good call.
So yeah. Anyway, so just whatever. So it had a very bold ending. Yeah. I mean, I personally got something out of it, and I really liked that. I felt that I mean, the finale really didn't answer shit, but I feel personally like there are enough things around. I really have the same feeling on this ending that I did when I finished Evangelion, which was they wrapped up the characters in a really interesting and meaningful way, but wow, they really didn't answer shit. And so that's really like jarring at first, but then
here's
it's
the thing.
like
They didn't.
there's
spoon
enough for
feed-
me to there's enough for me to connect the dots on all these little things, and I will forever be thinking about those. So to me, I was like, okay, that's cool. And initially, I was thinking, well, I like the ending and I like what it did on an emotional level, but how did that connect to the series? Okay, it was the afterlife, but how did that connect to the rest of the show, other than being, oh, interesting ending? And then, like I said, the more I thought about it, I pieced it together, and the more and more it was, okay, they're in the afterlife. They walk out into the same gold light that was in this cave. What's that?
Do you want to say maybe for spoilers?
If you haven't seen the Lost
Yeah.
finale at this point, sorry.
Pull your head out of your ass.
Yeah, but
Sorry, guys. but-
it was that,
Okay.
and on the island you saw temples and all these things dedicated to the protection of the island, and all of it had, you know, I remember when the first shots of the temple came out, people were like, why are there all the religious icons in the thing? Like, you know, Buddha and this from Hinduism and this and that, and all these civilizations knew that that's what they were protecting. It was, you know, and so that it was like, okay, so that's what they've been protecting this whole time. If they hadn't protected the island, they wouldn't be able to even have this. Okay, so whatever. So I was able to be okay with that. So I liked it for that. I don't know. Did you?
No, I feel
Yeah,
the same
so-
way. I think they didn't spoon feed you the answers about Walt or why does the Smoke Man do what he does. But I don't
Smoke
think-
Man, which they revealed was his name.
Yeah, Smoke Man. Smokey Robinson.
They never gave him a name, did they?
Yeah,
No, they didn't.
Oh, not in the show.
But they left it up to interpretation, and they left so many little hidden things in there to where when you go back and rewatch it, you can piece together the answers. If you really had really big answers and you cared so much about why Rose's cancer went away all of a sudden, like rewatch it and you can piece shit like that together. Like the little piddly answers, I don't think matter. The one big answer they didn't give is an explanation on why Walt had
Any
what he
Yeah.
had.
I think another.
But I
one-
think they're gonna do that on the DVD.
Yeah, but I think another one that they should have answered maybe a little bit is just what they always meant by constantly saying, "We're the good guys," like over and over. Like they didn't touch on it, and that's fine. But I think maybe just a little glance at it, just
Well, but
clarification.
I think they kind of capped that off when Widmore showed up, and they were like, "Well, who are the people on the boat?" Well, they're the bad guys. That's what they were talking about. I don't think that was meant to be anything more than just like we're protecting the island and we don't want these guys coming.
Well, I like the first boat or when Widmore actually showed up, because I still don't know what the hell Widmore was really doing.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is while I say I liked all this stuff, I do think there are things that were legitimately. I don't think anything of it was perfect.
Yeah.
I think that Widmore. If you really look into Widmore's whole story, it's like there's a lot of stuff in the show you could speculate on now that it's over.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff like I can't speculate about this. You didn't go into.
Yeah.
You know who? Oh, he was going off the island and okay. Who was Penny's mom? Was there a scene between Charles Widmore and Penny in the series? You know what I mean? There's lots of stuff that's like, wow, they kind of just didn't have to do that, you know? But no, and a lot of people feel the same way. It's like, yeah, there are definitely some holes still, and for that I have to say, I mean, whatever, I can't defend that at all.
Right.
But
I enjoyed the
Whatever.
Yeah.
If you loved it or hated it, I still think you can't really argue with that last shot. How awesome that was.
Yeah.
For me, at
Yeah.
least. I don't know. I guess I could see that people wouldn't like that, but that's just so awesome.
yeah, the last shot was cool, and I just don't. I mean, like, regardless of the end, I don't see how there are people saying, "Well, I wasted 6 years."
Yeah.
I feel like that show gave you some of the most awesome adventures, and to me, I wouldn't let a last episode. I don't know. It's one thing if I gave you a 6-episode thing that was all leading to the last thing and then it's over, but I feel like Lost had a lot of self-contained stories in it.
Yeah.
So
It's still
that's
one of the most entertaining.
Didn't
things I've ever seen.
what had more plot holes in it? The Lost series or Heavy Rain, the video game?
Heavy Rain. The 5 hours of Heavy Rain had more.
More plot holes in it than
Yeah.
this entire.
Oh, this guy's the killer. Well, then why were all these other people acting like killers? You decide.
I never finished Heavy Rain.
Good.
Good?
You didn't miss out on.
Yeah, no, I still overall liked it.
That was
but-
a game where I was like, I'm gonna let this play out, and like I'll get it maybe 4 months later after everyone has like kind
Yeah.
of like settled from the hype of it, and I want to
Yeah.
know what they actually think. So don't get it. Is that what you're saying?
I overall really liked it. I wouldn't say don't get it, but when it ends and you're kind of like, whoa. But then when you really start to pick apart the plot, it's like, oh, none of that really sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you know that going in,
It's
but,
very-
but I still overall had fun.
It was a good experience as a game, but if
Yeah.
you're playing it for what I thought they were boasting,
Yeah.
which was a rich story that was like engrossing, it'll get you. But then afterwards, you'll be like, wait, what? Like that made no sense. Why was this guy pretending this, or why did this happen if it had?
Yeah, exactly. If it
Connection to the
a
end.
lot of psych outs, but then when you analyze the psych outs, it's like
Didn't need to
that's
be
all
there.
they were. They
Yeah.
weren't part of the story.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Heavy Rain, not as good as Lost. Sorry.
Heavy Rain, I don't do.
Heavy Rain, I don't do.
You know what I
Heavy
do?
Rain was
Yeah.
20
is
pence
Super
more.
Mario Galaxy 2.
That's
Oh
what
no!
I do.
Well, I wanted to say before I do want to talk about that, but real quick. I mean, Derek, you didn't say anything during our talk about the last episode of Lost.
Nope.
Did you not feel the same way that we did? What
I
was
thought
your-
the last episode of Lost was very gay. That's all I have to say.
That's all. You have a reason.
I have plenty of reasons, but I don't know.
No, I'm
I'm at
curious.
the point where like
But
I
you-
don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll go into it, but I just.
Well,
thought
I'm
it was
curious
sad.
what your take is because I still have not talked to anybody. I legitimately have not talked to anybody who just didn't like the last episode. It's always I mean, I've met people who didn't like it, but it's all because the whole show they were dead. But you know they weren't.
I feel like there were parts of that episode that were super cool, and I really think that Jack versus Locke, when they're running towards each other
Yeah.
on the cliff,
Yeah.
is the single greatest shot in the
It's
history
so
of
rad.
Lost.
I'm with you
So
on that.
rad.
I'm with you on that.
But as for a finale to the series,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't. It was an explanation for everything that had been going on in season 6.
That's what Jonathan says.
Yeah.
And
it's a
completely
season 6 finale.
disregarded. And you've heard me say over and over that I really
Sure.
don't like the 6th season. So it's
Sure.
like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't care to begin with.
Yeah.
And you didn't address anything that I actually cared about.
Okay. No,
And
but
then on top of that, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Like a big love-in at the end.
you didn't like. Okay, you didn't like the direction it took. It really is, though. I'm being totally serious. It is so refreshing to hear a negative review that isn't. They were dead the whole series. Like seriously, that is the first review that I've heard. That's totally refreshing to hear.
You know what?
Because I wouldn't expect every person to like that ending. I think that's totally reasonable for you to think that. I don't see anything wrong with that. But it's like, oh, thank you for actually understanding they weren't dead the whole show. No, what was that?
my uncle asked. He watches the show. I didn't know he watched the show, but he asked me about
Yeah.
whatever. And dude, he got everything. I was so proud of my uncle. I'm like, dude, you're
Yeah.
an older guy, but you fucking nailed everything. Way to go.
Yeah, it's funny because even my parents are pretty on top. I mean, they've always been big sci-fi fans. They're always on top of stuff. And then, yeah, they called me after the finale. Yeah, so that island really was purgatory, wasn't it? It's like, you guys too?
Yeah.
Are you
How
like?
do
I was
they
pretty
say it?
let down. Hey, mom and dad, no offense, pretty let down.
This is a disappointing family.
That's
podcast.
that's the
Yeah.
thing I don't get is how people can misconstrue
Yeah.
a direct statement. Oh,
Yeah.
so this was Well, we
Yeah.
were in purgatory. No.
Yeah.
We were not.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
just a place right now
Uh-huh.
that you guys created, and that was it. It was like,
Yeah.
how do you misconstrue that?
Yeah, I mean, they explain it to you, but no, I don't think you're off base at all, Derek. I can totally see that. I could totally see that, and that kind of ending was okay with me. But like I said, when it was over, I was like, I would never expect this to win everyone over. Like,
I feel like the ending was a celebration of what Lost had become, but wasn't a very good wrap up to the story.
of the sum of it.
And honestly,
Uh-huh.
thinking about it, and they would never do this, and a lot of people would hate it, but personally, I feel like that ending suggests that they all go to heaven in the end. When the doors,
It would
the
suggest
doors
that.
open and it's a big white light
Sure.
and they all disappear. If it suggested that they all go to hell in the end, I may have loved it. Because that would have been a perfect
red
wrap
light.
It's all these flawed people, and they do a lot of fucked up shit while they're on their
Yeah.
island. But to me, it just seemed like that finale was like, I don't know,
Well-
wipe the slate clean. It's just like, we all love each other. The end.
Well, to me, I mean, I think that you don't have to take. I mean, there's definitely heaven imagery, but you don't. I mean, it doesn't say for sure. They just, what happens next? We don't know. Let's find out, and they move on. So you don't necessarily have to look at it as they all go to heaven, but that definitely is the implication. It's definitely not anything, but I mean, it looks like a positive thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's what somebody was just talking to me about. So and this is a great review of the last episode too. So they all moved on happily. Yeah. Saeed got to go with them, huh?
He did.
Yep. Okay. Saeed got to go with him. Okay. I was like, that is, yeah, okay, well.
Somebody
but,
did mention
but
that
whatever.
to me that Saeed was like a torturer
Yeah,
before he got to the island.
Yeah.
He killed a lot of people
Yeah.
on and off that island.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's.
But, I mean, he had kind of
whatever.
he had a redemption in the end, so you could argue
That's the
whatever.
end of the story. There's a lot of things. Like Richard Alpert is with them, even though. Isn't he with them in that church? He is.
Oh, I didn't think he
No,
was.
No,
Was he? No, is he not?
I don't think so.
I think it was just all the people from the
Yeah.
original Crash, right?
Yeah. The one thing that I do think is awesome though is the people who made it off on the plane, and I think that's cool. And I've said this before. It's really cool how in the off world, they said like some of these people could have died many years after you or before you. It's timeless here, and I love that idea. Like, okay, Kate survived the island. She could have lived on 50 more years.
Oh, Kate
had
and
a
Sawyer go
family.
off and fuck for like 30 years.
But
Obviously, but.
yeah, but she misses him when it comes back. Like, it could have been 50 years without Jack. We just saw it as a minute, but
The one thing I will say about the finale that I really did like, even
Yeah.
though this is so stupid and nobody would probably ever feel like this but me, but Sawyer is the one male character from the original cast to get off the island alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Ultimate badass.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the perfect ending to
Yeah.
this story.
Yeah.
Oh no! So lots of people were talking about that, and I don't remember who told me this, but somebody was like, "That's cool how in the off world or whatever, Miles and Sawyer are kind of a duo," and they were saying like,
They get off?
maybe they get off the island together, and maybe that's kind of what happens,
Yeah.
and that's why they're really close in the off world or whatever.
Yeah.
And then somebody else brought up, Miles got Nikki and Paulo's diamonds. They're set.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
They got $8 million now. but then I was thinking about it more, and I was like, yeah, but how are they explaining the stolen plane? And like, when they get off, they probably all went to jail. But
Yeah.
I think they say our plane crashed and we.
Their clothes
flew
are
back.
covered in blood
They're all like-
and all torn up. What happened? You're not gonna believe
Oh,
me.
so
yo,
crazy.
Southwest is like just not as
All
good as it
right,
used to be.
look, we were all potential candidates.
No, you know-
Some guy touched us, and we real special.
We drank the water. We protected
You know
the
what,
light.
Derek?
Yeah.
Sorry, that really is funny that Sawyer is the one guy who make it off. Because remember in the first episode of the first season, it's like, kill that fucker.
Yeah, it was like
Fuck that guy, and that was the one guy.
a
that
lot
made
of people
it.
were thinking
The
he's
one
gonna
survivor.
die.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was my favorite character from the.
Really?
I
Yeah.
loved him. From the
But there was a lot of distaste for him in the beginning,
Oh,
generally,
yeah.
and it's interesting that
It took,
that's
I think,
gone.
halfway through
Yeah.
season 1 for me to start liking him.
Yeah, but then they did that switch around on you when he took all the guns back, and you're like, oh, that fucking bastard.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, go back and watch it now, and you're like, fucking good because
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
was bitching about shit,
Yeah.
and he was always the guy who was like, "Hey, we need to survive. Like, you guys are being dumb. What are you doing? We have
Yeah.
to survive."
Yeah, well, how I feel about it is, it's funny. When The Sopranos was over, there was all this talk, is there going to be a movie? Is there going to be a movie? And it is like, no, I don't think there will ever be a movie. And it wouldn't work, and this and that and whatever. It was like, there's no whatever. But it's like, all the creators are saying, no, there's not going to be a Lost movie. There's not going to be, I don't buy that.
Do you think there'll be a movie?
I think that, I don't even know if there will be a movie, but this is a story that still has so much in it that people want to know about that it's like, it's easy to sign papers in 10 years,
Who were shooting at them when they were on the boat? That could be the whole movie.
You know what's funny is they actually talked about that in an interview. There was an interview with them like, okay, there's 2 episodes left, and in season 5, they were shot at when they warped.
Yeah.
And they shot somebody, and that was it. Are we going to see that? We got 2 episodes left. And they said, we're telling you flat out, that's not happening. And they're like, that seems like shitty planning. And they're like, what it turned in, and they said, oh no, we fully apologize, and we knew who they shot. So it's not just like, oh, we'll figure that out later. We'll tell you when the show's over who that was going to be.
Oh.
But they said it turned into, season 6 became so fucking annoying to write for because every episode, we're in a writer's room of 10 people, and every week it was, and then we'll put them in the boat, and then in this scene they should get in the boat. They said it was like after 10 episodes of that, it became, how do we shuffle these guys around to get them in the boat? That we were like, look, this is over in 2 episodes. Like, fuck the boat.
Yeah.
Like, can we not? So they said, like, we definitely knew who in mind. Like, there was somebody who was going to die as a result of that.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work. It just.
Did they ever say who?
They said it was getting hokier and hokier getting him into that spot. But no, they haven't said yet. I mean, they've been gone, but they'll say it when they come back or whatever. But anyway, so whatever. Yeah.
There it is.
A bold ending. Definitely. I don't know what you guys thought. Tell me, you know what? Email us. We haven't had an email subject in a while. What do you think of the Lost ending? Podcast at Mega64.com.
Let's keep it short. Because I can see we can get like 84-page emails. I don't want that. Just
Yeah,
give me
get it just bare.
paragraph, a small
Much
paragraph.
like we did by talking about it for half an hour. So,
Yeah.
but anyway,
You
Mario.
did-
Well,
Oh,
what?
I want to say it's way off topic, but
Yeah.
have you seen Entertainment Weekly gave out like the best 100 characters of the last 20 years? Have you
No,
seen that
no.
list?
Is it actually a good list?
I
or-
did number 1, Hurley.
You spoiled it. No, it's not really. Dude, okay, so I feel like some of them were like okay, and then some of them were like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
So obviously, like every list.
Yeah.
Number 1, Homer Simpson.
Okay.
For me, I was like,
I can see that.
I can see that.
I guess sure.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't wanna
number
argue
two,
it.
number 2, Harry Potter.
Wait, what are we? Wait, TV characters?
No, just characters.
Fictional characters.
Characters
Of the past
in general.
100 years.
Oh
The
no,
past 20 years,
I wouldn't
20
put
years.
the
Harry
past
Potter
20 years.
number.
Leon
Wait,
came
no,
before
wait, number one.
Neo.
I thought this
before
was TV.
Harry Potter.
No, this is just
Oh, I wouldn't pick Homer.
Fucking RoboCop comes before Harry
Okay,
Potter.
I
The
think-
T-Rex from fucking Jurassic Park
Number-
comes before Harry Potter.
number
Hey,
3
saves him.
or 4 is Tony Soprano. Okay.
Okay.
Good character. Dude, number like
No, I feel like this
number
is
8,
kinda-
number
Fucking
18
Domino comes
was
before
the fucking
Tony Soprano.
I don't know
What?
the girl from Glee, the lady, the dykey haircut lady from Glee. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah,
I don't-
she's
yeah.
number like 18. It's like okay. Number 68, John Locke. Okay, well I don't know.
Eh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'd put him lower on the list.
Well, I put him above that girl from Glee, but I don't watch
Glee's
Glee,
really good. Have you guys seen it? You
Yeah,
talk
it's
you talk
tight.
about Lost like it's so good. You
Tight,
haven't even
I like
fucking
Glee.
seen Glee.
I love Glee. No,
They
anyways,
sing songs.
so
Yeah,
Very good.
I feel like it's best I don't read that list actually.
Yeah.
That's why I've never looked to Entertainment Weekly for anything.
Oh yeah.
They get their list so wrong on
well, their
everything.
lists are wrong, but like I
Yeah,
think they have a huge loss.
Forrest Gump is
Yeah.
better than fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump was on the list, but he was like, he was way low.
Was Atticus Finch anywhere on there?
20 years, Rocco.
Fucking Dracula is better than
Oh,
Harry
I didn't know
Potter.
it was 20 years.
Yeah,
Oh, see, well then there you go.
Dracula 2000. That counts.
Yeah, Dracula 3000. He'd be the
Yeah,
number
dude,
one.
Gerard Butler
Gerard
from
Butler.
300 is better than Harry Potter.
Gerard Butler from The Ugly Truth. Better than Harry
Gerard
Potter.
Butler.
Gerard Butler from Dracula
Did
2000
you
is better than Harry
know
Potter.
women are different than men? Welcome to the way things work.
You gotta be careful when you have anal sex because it's kind of a crapshoot.
It's just funny.
This podcast brought to you by nobody. After that, no.
We ain't sponsored.
Well, now we are.
I like to make up jokes
Who's sponsored
sometimes.
by?
Hershey's.
Hershey's Kisses.
Hershey's Highway.
Hershey's Kisses. You know where to kiss it. All right.
You know where to kiss it.
Read
All
the
Mario
blackboard.
Galaxy.
Here's a,
Sorry,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
real quick. I made up a Yo Mama joke.
All right.
Yo Mama so stinky, when she cut herself, onions cry.
A little food for thought.
Think about that.
Picture that.
Think about how stinky your mama is.
If
Think
you
about,
cut-
depressed.
think about the
cut-
smell of onions.
Cutting herself.
Oh, that's a good point.
She's a cutter. She's
And I thought mom smelled
Depressed.
bad
Maybe it
On
happened
the
to
outside.
Kelly. Maybe it happened.
on Solo. On Solo and your mama strike back. All right.
All right, moving on.
Mario Galaxy came out. It sucks. Moving on. No. Mario Galaxy came
That's
out.
it? Good. I'm not going to buy it.
No.
It is so good.
Yeah,
I
it's really
haven't.
good.
You said you fell
Fantastic.
asleep playing it the other night. How
I
could
know.
you not
I
be?
fell asleep trying to play it. I didn't get there yet. I was like the menu. and I
Can't
was
even play it, it's so
no, that was
boring.
today. Before I came here, I was like, I'll play Mario for like half an hour. And I sit down, like I'm at the Wii menu. I'm just like,
Hey, the Wii menu sounds.
it's a soothing sound. Lull me to sleep.
But how much have you played? A lot of it though.
Nah, I'm on like the second
How many stars?
Second World.
world or whatever.
Yeah, I got.
I have like 18 stars. Something like that.
I beat. No, I thought I had him around that many too. I beat the Second World, but yeah, I remember.
I've done a lot of the bonus stars. And
Yeah,
like that, so.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's exactly what they promised. It is Mario Galaxy 1. They had a ton of leftover level ideas, and they put them all in this new game and amped it up with now that you can be Yoshi. There's new powers. It's to me a perfected and tuned up Mario Galaxy 1. That's exactly what it is, and I love it.
Yeah, I love
just-
Mario Galaxy 1, but this one so far is better. And I
Yeah.
also love the fact that
It's
there's,
fine-tuned better.
there's no story, really.
There's some, and even that I'm like,
but
okay, go.
Even
Yeah.
how you navigate, it's
Yeah.
so simple.
Quicker.
It's just like, here's a big fucking Mario head. Go there, 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 and there.
Yeah.
You're done with this level.
Yeah.
You know what I find interesting is when you're on the spaceship Mario or whatever,
Yeah.
you can go get 3 1-ups like every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
In between
right. Yeah,
every
yeah.
level, you can go get 3 extra lives before you go into the level.
Yeah.
And you can go get Yoshi, but you can't take Yoshi into the level,
Yeah, that's weird.
which sucks because I get on Yoshi, I go step on the big yellow button.
Yeah.
He's gone.
And then I go to the world and he's not there.
Yeah, why
It's
even
like,
let you do that?
Why can't I take him with me?
Damn. I'll check
Maybe
that
if
game
the
out.
level
Yeah.
that you can have Yoshi and you can take. Does
Have
that
you guys?
I don't know.
Have you guys played Red Dead Revolver 2?
I still
at all?
have
I have
not
not,
played Red Dead
no.
Redemption at all.
I
have not had
bought
time.
it, but I haven't opened it yet.
My brother's been playing it, but he doesn't like herding those cows.
Nope.
It's good as fuck. Herding the cows is a little tricky, but just go a little slow. Take your time with it. You'll be fine. I heard people complaining
Yeah, what
about the races in the game. You know what? Don't take your time with it. Rush. You'll be fine. But I think it's a great game.
Yeah.
I've been playing it. I played it all day. Check it out.
Have you
It's fun.
found the Mule Woman?
The Mule Woman?
Yeah.
There's apparently is this a glitch or not? No, I don't think people know. But there's a woman in the game that you can find who has
It's
a mule's face,
head.
and then you can jump on her back and ride.
Shut up.
No.
It's the funniest.
I need to
This
find that
this
woman.
game is becoming legendary because there's so many glitches in it. But the glitches aren't like, oh, the game's broken now. They're funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it's
shot
actually
my
getting
horse
more
in the
attention.
ass and he flew into space.
So it's actually getting more attention because the glitches
Yeah, just
are
like
great.
that. The horse started running away and rocketed into the sky.
Now, do you think some of those are intentional or are they all glitches?
It's hard to say because they're so fun.
No, they're
Because
glitches.
They're glitches,
That
though,
that
right?
mule woman may be intentional, but a lot of
Maybe.
them are glitches.
Um,
A lot of the glitches are just in multiplayer, though. The
Right,
single player is
yeah.
pretty solid.
What do you do in multiplayer? Is like
You
everyone
roam
a
the
character-
map. It's the same map you play in single player, except
Right.
the missions have been taken out.
Oh.
There's like, you know how in Grand Theft Auto, it'll just have the initial of the person you need to go see,
Yeah.
and they'll assign
Yeah.
you a mission? All those
Yeah.
initials have been taken out, but you can still go to those places, and sometimes they'll just be like gangs of bandits hanging out in those
Oh.
towns, and you can clear them out, or find like other just generic missions to do in the game. Or you can find other players playing the same map and either team up with them or kill them. It's just basically like free for all, do whatever you want. In the same environment with just like more repetitive missions. But It's
Right.
really fun.
Yeah, it really is funny though how I mean it's getting stellar reviews on the actual game itself, but a lot of these glitches are there and people are just making videos of those and sharing
Yeah.
them and whatever. And of course they're saying, "Oh, we're going to fix them. Don't worry, we're going to fix them. We're going to fix them." But I forget what journalist it was, but he put a call out to Rockstar like,
It was a pretty big,
I don't remember who it was. It wasn't Shu. I don't know who it was, but they put out a thing saying, Rockstar, don't patch this. Like, this has become an unintentional form of advertising.
Yeah.
People are seeing glitch videos and going,
I should go buy
that glitch is funny, but the game also looks cool. It's getting them to watch videos of the game.
Yeah.
Who might not normally, and then they go buy the game. It's like, yeah, why not? Just keep it. It's not like the game is unplayable now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
The game is really, really fun though. It's
Yeah,
really well
I've heard.
made.
I've heard.
My favorite part is like the towns are really spread out, so you're kind of just roaming through the wilderness a lot, but all the time random occurrences will just happen to you, and it is not repetitive. It's like different stuff every time. Like a guy will just run and be like, "Help! Somebody stole my horse!" And you got to go track the horse down and kill the person who stole it. Or like I came up and there was a wagon and there was like a girl in her underwear and she's like, "Help me!" And I like went up, obviously check it out. And like 4 bandits step out from behind the wagon and they're using her as bait and they're like,
Oh, that's slick.
"Give us your money!" And you just shoot them down and
It's a
stuff.
trap. That's cool.
But just all kinds of different stuff. And all the random occurrences, you repeat the horse one a lot. Like, "Hey, somebody stole my horse." But the other ones,
My
like,
horse.
like, "Help me, I need money." Or there'll be like a girl running through the woods being attacked by a bunch of wolves and shit. Like, they're really varied. And
Wow.
you don't really repeat those random occurrences often. Like, the game is super...
I heard you can
Good at
kill
being
wolves
fresh.
with a knife to get an achievement.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that.
That's what I called Eric one day.
You could
He's like,
kill
"Hold on."
any living creature in that
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, the fact that they have a knife that you can kill people with like sold me on that game. And I'm just waiting for it to come.
Also, like, when Grand Theft Auto came out, there was a lot of controversy, like, "This isn't a good message for children.
Yeah.
This promotes being a criminal and stuff." Red Dead Redemption is pretty good on defining its morals and the difference between good and bad.
Really?
It's interesting because they really promote you to be, like, an anti-hero but a good person. Like,
Like a
it's
cowboy.
super violent,
Yeah.
but if you kill innocent people, you, like, lose honor and... Like,
Yeah.
people would shut their businesses to you and not
Oh,
let
wow.
you in and stuff. It's,
That's cool.
It's really cool. It's a really cool game.
Did you guys hear what Rockstar released today about like their games?
No.
They released a press release where they said, "Yeah, our games aren't good for kids, so don't let your kids play this. If you
Yeah.
give this to your kid, you're stupid. This game is designed for adults because we're
Yeah.
adults."
Yeah.
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 They've all
mean,
been
what's rated
M-rated
M?
games.
Yeah.
Rated M for
It's like
mature.
But it's sad that they have to keep restating that. It's
Yeah.
like, we have known this since the beginning. Like, this is not...
Yeah.
And to think that... I hate... Why there would be any push to remove those games from the market makes no sense. Why would you not make media for people of
Age.
an older age rate? Like,
Because people still think in the mainstream.
Yeah, it's a toy.
They think, well, video games are duh for kids.
But you know who thinks?
Because they're
People who think
video
that are
games.
people who were adults when video games first came out.
Yeah.
And they still associate video games for being for kids.
Yeah,
but now
yeah.
that we're older, we always group with video games.
I think
It's
it's
not
more than
the way
that.
anymore.
A lot of parents just don't look at what they give their kids.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, hey,
It's
I
just
want
sad
that
we have
game.
to keep
Which,
bringing it
okay,
up.
here you go.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't monitor what your kids fucking watch
Yeah.
or do. What's your problem?
Like-
How hard
You
is
all
that?
bad
so
parents.
lame.
Fuck you.
When I was younger, my little cousin wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, and every time when I would let him play, because he was like 6 years younger than me, I'd be like, "Hey, what do you need to remember about this game? That it's only a video game and I don't do anything I see. Okay, you can play."
Yeah,
Every single,
cool.
and
Alright.
he knew, and he's a totally normal person who's well adjusted. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you just
Till
talk-
yesterday.
Like, until yesterday. My cousin was on the news. 8 people gunned down.
Rest in peace, Gary Coleman. The
And Dennis
victim.
Hopper.
The victims
Oh.
of
Let's,
GameGate
hey,
2010.
Let's do our. It's kind of a Mega64 podcast tradition. When a celebrity dies,
Yeah.
we like to make a lot of jokes and puns on.
Well,
their
but they're
name.
tribute jokes.
They're tribute jokes. So in
It's
memory
met
of
with
Dennis
respect.
Hopper, I'm really sad. I want to pay my respects. I think if I get a pogo stick, I might just name it Dennis Hopper in honor.
I don't. One time I asked my dad to bring me some propane for my barbecue, and he brought back
man.
so much coal. I was like, "You like Coleman, Gary Coleman?"
Oh,
That
man.
was
Oh,
I think
God.
that's it. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're done.
So rest in peace.
Do we want
I
to
got
talk,
some
though,
more.
about
Yeah,
our
he's
group
got more.
shirt?
I want to get a
Please
pair of
tribute.
moon shoes, and one's
Please.
going to be named Dennis, and the other one's going to be named Hopper.
Gary Coleman died, and some people say he's like, his body was cold. Cold man. Coleman, Gary Coleman.
Hey, trivia question. What's Gary Coleman's catchphrase? Answer. What you talking about, Willis? Wrong. Real answer. Nothing. He ain't saying shit.
Dennis Hopper's most famous movie is Speed, and he sped his way into the 6 feet under. He's dead.
Oh.
Dennis
Dang.
Hopper's most famous movie is Easy Rider, and that was an easy ride into the afterlife.
Gary Coleman was in what was the show called?
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. No, what show was he in?
Family Ties.
No, he wasn't in any of these. What was he in?
WKRP.
Do people in the chat know?
Strokes.
Different strokes.
Little
Different
Big
strokes.
World.
Different
Jeffersons.
strokes, but it was
He
the
was
same
in the
stroke that
Strokes.
killed him. Gary Coleman.
I heard that Gary Coleman was buried in a shallow grave because he was short.
Oh.
Gary Coleman will from now on be referred to as Buried Coleman.
Gary Coleman, at the funeral, the priest said, "It's a shame when a child dies so young," and they said, "It's an illness." He's dead.
One of Dennis Hopper's last films was a film called Hell Ride about motorcycle rides. But I hope that he didn't take that Hell Ride. I hope he took the Heaven Ride because he's a good actor. Liked him in Apocalypse Now.
Baby want to fuck. Baby want to fuck. Baby can't fuck. He's dead.
Maybe want to. Oh yeah.
Blue Velvet.
I didn't. It took me a while to get that.
Dead. I don't know.
forget.
So
Absolutely.
on the Groove Shark this week, I actually added as a tribute to Dennis Hopper. He was on a Gorillaz track on their album Demon Days. I added that. It's called Fire Shooting Out of the Monkey's Head. And I added that, and I added a song by The Roots just because it was hot. And it reminded me, it's
What was the name of the song?
called The Seed 2.0. It's not my seed, just The
It's
Seed.
The
It's
Seed.
General Seed.
But it's
If it was
second
my
version
seed,
of
the
the
song
seed.
it'd be very intensely sexual.
What about
It'd be
you, Derek?
sexual. What'd you add?
The Roots. No, I added Way Out by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and I added Country Death Song by the Violent Femmes.
That's a good one.
Good tunes.
I like
good
that
tunes.
tune.
What about you guys?
Good jams.
I added I Want Some More by Dan Auerbach, and then I added List of something by Phoenix. I can't pronounce it, but that's what I added.
Phoenix is the name of the band.
Phoenix is the name of the band.
Oh, cool. I added a song by Sonic Youth called Bull in the Heather, and I added a song by Leftover Crack called Nazi White Trash.
Was that what I used for the theme song that one time, a long time ago?
I think you used Crack Rock City.
Oh, yeah.
Our,
That's next week. I'll put that one.
Did you add anything to the Groove Shark?
I don't even know.
He doesn't know what that is.
He doesn't know where we are.
I don't know the way to add it to the Mega64 Groove Shark. I don't know.
It's a very complicated technical process.
Nobody
shit.
gave me login keys or
Shit.
ISPs,
Could have set that up.
SSIDs.
Did we introduce Brian? I think everyone knows
Oh,
Brian.
Brian's here.
Brian's here. Do
There
we
he
have
is.
any other guests on the
They're,
Big 64
they're coming out with
podcast?
commemorative finger food, jalapeno cheese fried called Dennis Poppers.
Oh, I'm gonna. You know what?
Hey, can I get that with a side of Gary Coleslaw?
They're
On the
coming out-
contrary,
they're coming out with a motorcycle themed shopping cart for all you Dennis shoppers.
The same name as the jalapeno snacks. I heard that the local head shops and sex shops around San Diego are now supplying Dennis Popper's amyl nitrate. You know,
Now that
That's
know what
kind of
that is.
obscure, but if you want to go to a more
you never heard
corporate
of
business,
Poppers?
No.
you want to go to a more corporate business
Amyl
to get
nitrate?
your
What's that?
memorial food, check out Burger
It's a
King's
drug?
new Dennis Whopper on
What?
sale now.
What does that do?
It's a drug.
Ever
It's
s-
a muscle relaxer.
newsflash:
It
Gary
was
Coleman doesn't have a
originally
body
made for people
anymore.
that
He's now
have
Gary
conditions.
Soul Man.
But like you see in you ever watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No.
They keep like popping these like things
Oh,
next to
yeah.
their nose.
I want that.
That's amyl nitrate, and they call it poppers. It was
And they
really
sell
big
them
in the.
somewhere?
They used to sell them at like sex shops and like
But are
head
they
shops.
illegal
I think they're illegal now.
Oh.
Amyl
Yeah,
nitrate.
if you get them anywhere, you have to. It's through theft, so you have to call Gary Stolman.
Gary Stolman,
Oh shit!
get out of jail after you're in.
If you see a motorcycle cop, just refer to him as a Dennis Copper.
Poppers were really big in the gay community in the 70s. A lot of gay men would use them in the sex clubs and the tubs and the jacuzzi lounges.
Oh.
I'm gonna get
Because it's a muscle
motorcycle.
relaxer and it loosens the sphincter when you
Oh, that's...
popper. You do a popper and your anus gets ready.
Your anus.
I'm trying to think of a better Dennis Hopper joke, but I don't think I have a Dennis Topper.
God.
Well, he's talking
Oh,
about
hey.
gay drugs and shit.
If you want to,
Dennis Cocker.
if you want to take a shower, you gotta use the dentist stopper.
No.
Why would you need that? You take it out of it if you're taking a shower. If you need a bath. You
Yeah,
use it.
think about that.
Well, now that Dennis Hopper's
Yeah,
dead,
sorry.
he's obviously going to need to be buried. I know of a very cheap gravedigger, Gary Holman.
Holman.
So, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. You're there too.
Yeah.
3000.
Mr. 3000 has 3,000 more friends this week.
Wait a minute. What was that light in the fucking tunnel then? If Jack went down there.
Doesn't matter. They were all dead. The whole show.
Oh fuck. Oh, shit.
This is stopper.
We should just say real quick, we put up on Mega64.com this week, we put up a series of previews for version 3, which again, version 3 is finally out. We won't talk about the DVD just yet because you guys don't have it yet, but
We don't want to spoil anything.
yeah,
It's
but
shipping to you.
it's
But
shipping.
Keep in mind, this is a 3-day holiday, so
This is a holiday. and
So,
there's a ton of
post office
orders.
is
Keep that in
closed.
mind.
Keep that in mind.
So when the post office gets off its ass and starts getting you your product,
Yeah,
you'd be watching
You can
it
see
at
it.
home.
Actually, version 3 is a myth. We just tricked you all.
it's a trick.
Psych.
You're gonna get a
Mega
Mega
DVD.
64 signing off forever. Goodbye.
for your trick.
But hey, if you haven't bought it yet, join the thousands who did and go to Mega64.com.
Yeah.
Now,
What
that's
are you
a
doing?
long
I'm looking for that glove and I threw it.
Oh.
I'm not walking all the way over there. Fuck it.
But we added a series of teasers for it, which were just 10-second little, hey, letting you know this is coming out.
Little
But
doodly-doos.
people took those as, oh, Mega64 has no more good ideas, they're done. They were 10-second teasers, they weren't videos, so that's okay, guys. You're all very smart. But
I think
But-
the average commenter has a brain cell
Yes.
count in the single digits.
yeah, we're talking. Yeah.
Whoa, that's
I'm gonna just say it. I've had to
Wow.
ban.
Oh no,
more
but the people watching this at home
No.
know what we're talking about. It's not you guys.
I think the guys watching
You
definitely
guys got to raise
understand.
your brain cell count.
Because the guys watching and the girls watching, they watch our YouTube channels, personal and official Mega64 channels, and they see the retarded ass comments on there, and they go, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't have anything really to say. I don't really need to comment. If I do have something funny to say, I would comment, and I appreciate those comments. But you know, you've all seen the fucking retards out there that I have to ban. I have banned more people this week than like ever.
Off
Like,
your personal account.
yeah, just not gonna be commenting on
Yeah,
stuff anymore.
I just don't care anymore.
I don't care that I get the comments. This guy, I keep recognizing his name with asinine stuff that he's having an argument about something that my video has nothing to do with in the chat. Or it's not in the chat, in the fucking comments. So you're gonna be banned.
Yeah. But again, I know I'm going to get a ton of emails that are like, you guys get too defensive about the comments. This does not have any effect on my life.
Yeah.
But it's really funny to bring it up, I think.
It's funny when someone's arguing about like salad dressing recipes in the video where I moon Derek. Like,
Exactly.
it just doesn't make any sense, and I have fun banning them.
Yeah.
Just know what he's got to put on the salad when it gets tossed.
I guess.
Exactly. But anyway, so in addition to those little teasers, we put up our new Splinter Cell video, our Insurgents video, and I'm going to speak for myself here. Very proud of how it turned out.
Yeah,
I
I
really liked
it.
it. I think you guys said the same. I think you guys said you liked
I really like this video.
it. I think, dare I say, a visual jump. I think it looks
Yeah, it's
very
really good.
visually impressive. Derek, it's funny, we filmed that video. We got some fancy new cameras. We filmed it with those. We did it all ourselves, very, very quickly, actually. We did it all ourselves. The effects we did ourselves. We did all of it ourselves.
A couple days worth of work.
Yeah, it was very, very tight schedule. But we didn't have an establishing shot for the opening of the video. And Derek was saying, oh, there's a building I've seen that it looks like a good headquarters. Okay. Should we go there? And Derek was like, well, I have that camera. I'll just get it on my own. And I'm just picturing like, oh, a cool looking building or whatever. But that shot that Derek filmed in the opening, it looks like we stole that from some movie.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't look like anything you did. So I'm looking for a confession right
Took
now.
that out of Top Gun.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Check it
fuck.
out.
I knew it.
Pretty good movie.
Top Gun.
Fuck.
Takes place in San Diego, so it's perfect.
Fucking
No, but what do you? Yeah, I mean, what do you guys? What do you have? I mean, do you have anything to say about like the actual like? Look, I
That
mean, what do you
I
guys
had
think
so
of
much
it?
fun filming that video, just because it was like filming an action movie for a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
We're pulling off that wall, which
Yeah.
is kind of scary.
You get to gear all up.
Gear all up, and then
Yeah.
like even like me planting that bomb, and then like that
Yeah.
all that stuff is just like
Well, that was totally impromptu.
yeah.
That was like
That's like my favorite shot of the whole video, actually.
yeah. That ended up looking really
Run through
cool.
the dust.
Yeah, I mean, basically how it came about was we talked with Ubisoft. We've done videos for them forever, and they were like, "Hey, we're looking at we really want to promote this new downloadable content we have, and also we really want them to know we have a Facebook. How do we do that?" So there you go. We made that video, and
I like the comments on the video. Why are these guys making Facebook jokes? That shit is not funny.
It's not really a Facebook joke.
That's what they wanted.
and that's
Yeah,
like,
Sorry.
yeah.
it's just a story that
I think Facebook.
Facebook
jokes
is
are-
involved, but it's not a joke.
I think Facebook jokes are
I think-
funny, but there's just a lot of people
Yeah.
complaining that like we did that. Sorry, we don't consult you when we come up with ideas for our
In
video.
all honesty, I think all four of us can agree some of the funniest things we've laughed about last month were things we
were
read
from
off
Facebook,
Facebook.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
Hey, if you don't think Facebook is funny, fuck you.
Man,
that's current.
You ain't
that's
funny.
current events.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want me to tell you?
add a bunch of socially inept people to your Facebook, and then laugh at their updates. It's
Yeah,
fucking
that's like
hilarious.
that's like a new comic every day.
Oh, my fucking week sucks. Fucking family life is shit.
Yeah.
My girlfriend left me.
Well, yeah. So sorry, Brian. That really sucks for you.
I don't know what to say.
But if you, Facebook is funny. I think so. I stand by that. But overall, though, I'm just pleased. I think the video is funny, and then it was fun to film, and to me, it turned out awesome on a technical level. So that hits all the things that I like in a video. So I'm very happy with it, and I hope you guys liked it too.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
didn't, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Didn't fuck you.
there it is.
There we go.
But anyway, so that's that. Was there anything else about that, or
No.
I had a really good time making that video. I really like that.
Good ass vid.
That was a good ass vid. Well, okay, we got.
Well, let's
Yes.
real quick. I want to talk about that laser shot because
Sure.
I just want to let everybody know a little bit about our experience and the fun we had for 6 hours.
Oh yeah, that one shot. That one shot.
Trying to
Took us
actually
6
get those
hours.
lasers to show up.
The pullback of Sean, he blows the dust, and the lasers are there. Yes.
We had smoke machines, 2 like gallon-sized bottles of talcum powder.
Yeah, we're just
Hey, let me tell
throwing
you,
shit.
this warehouse was fucking dusty at the end of
Yeah.
that day.
This place was white.
Yeah.
But it all worked out in the end. But we work hard to bring these shots for you because, goddamn,
God,
was
that took
hours
forever.
and hours and hours trying to figure that
But
out.
if we ever had to do it again, it would take us 3 seconds.
It was
Yeah.
really fun.
So it was a learning.
Throwing talcum powder around with lasers is really fun. I highly
Yeah, it
recommend
was
it.
fun.
But don't try to film it because you won't get any results.
The air was thick.
Yeah, the air was very thick, but it smelled fresh.
It smelled very fresh.
But the fact that none of those lasers are actually there is really cool. Like that,
No, they
you-
are. There are a couple in that shot.
It's a
That
Oh
was-
no, there are
Yeah.
some, but like that there are a bunch that weren't is really cool because I can't tell personally.
No, you can
So
tell.
I really like that.
If you never said anything.
The dimly lit ones you can tell are the ones in that shot, and then the really bright ones are that close up that we filmed.
Yeah. But anyway, so hopefully you guys like that. Anyway, so check out check out version 3. It's in the stores.
Yeah,
No, it's
hopefully-
in our store.
Hopefully, we can talk about it sometime soon.
We'll talk about it sometime soon.
We'll
but
wait till everyone kind of gets a hold of it and we start seeing people having discussions in the forums.
Yeah,
and
once
stuff.
we get there.
Once we know
Yes.
that you've got it and you've watched it, then we'll talk because we don't want to spoil anything.
well, okay, so I'll just read a couple emails real quick, unless there's anything else you just wanted to bring
no.
up.
Shit, man.
I'm already getting emails about the Lost series finale. I forget that we're showing this live, so people can do that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
What's the
they're
general
not really
consensus?
they're not really loading right now. But in the meantime, I got this email warning for Rocco from Robert R.
Oh.
There is a Bumble D to your left. Beware of his honey.
A bumblebee. Thanks, Robert Rodriguez. I can't wait
Robert.
to see Hatchet.
Isn't that a shirt from Fangamer?
Yeah, it's nice.
That's the Ness.
This is a shirt from the Black Eyed Peas. I'm a bee single.
Yeah, came with the single.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee. I'm a bee.
called I'm a Bee Man.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee. I'm a bee.
What are you doing there?
What are you doing? What's the plan?
He's hitting.
He's just
doing
having
little
fun
hits.
with the mic.
I got an email here. Lost by Eric P. This message has no content. Okay. Next email.
It's about
Oh,
Lost.
dude.
Lost,
Oh,
okay.
Robert R. came back.
Robert Rodriguez.
Lost series finale. I found the ending very confusing. Why were they all yellow and doing stuff about American Idol? That's all right.
Oh, dude.
Robert R. is blacklisted
Robert
from the
R.
email.
is funniest person ever.
Wait,
smart.
why were they yellow?
That's true. Well, they were all yellow. Coldplay.
I should have added that this week. Fuck!
Isaac D says, "Hey there, Mega64. How does one become a part of the Mega64 crew?"
Real easy.
Be a friend
you
of
gotta-
Eric or Brian. Just fucking all their friends are just hanging out. I don't even know who these people are. They're always fucking hanging out.
I don't know.
That's like you're in. Garrett managed to crowbar his way in without the assistance of Eric or Brian, but in lieu of Garrett's crowbar skills, Eric or Brian would be the easiest path.
I got mad crowbar skills. I think if you,
I'd like to know who I brought in.
What about Sammy?
hold on. I think
You fucking cat.
there's a contract that our fans can sign if they want to be in.
Yeah.
I think the contract reads as such.
Okay.
Your name,
The
here,
undersigned.
hereby acknowledge and signify that I am a giant dick-sucking faggot,
Whoa, that's
and I agree
That's
to
offensive.
willingly and
offensive.
willingly and happily suck any dick presented to me. So if you're willing to sign this contract,
That's not an open contract to fans. No,
it's not.
No.
I thought that's how they join.
no,
'Cause-
that's for one of us.
Dude, could you imagine we're like in the office like working, and then we're like, hey,
What if we
I'm
have
gonna
a line at the door,
present.
Dick sucks?
You could
That's for one. That's up there for us. Like whoever wants to sign that.
because you could
Take
just
the
present it,
Present
and
it.
they have to happily do it and willingly.
wow.
Wow, I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
So next question.
I'm gonna read an email.
That was that word, the word faggot. That was a little harshly put there.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, the lawyer wrote it up, not
That's
us.
all. That's written.
That's a lawyer.
I'm reading.
Hey, if you don't like it, talk to Kerry Steigerwald about it.
You know, when you read Huck Finn, you have to say the N word. It's not that you believe in the N word, but if you read Huck Finn,
Garrett,
you have to
can
say
you back up? Because no one can see me.
Yeah, I know. I
I
always
just-
I'm so
They come here-
self-conscious
Okay, real
about
quick,
that.
real
But now
quick.
Brian
Here I
can.
am.
I want to finish this email before we.
Probably just-
okay.
there you go.
Last email, and this is actually a serious email,
Oh,
and I'm actually
Oh,
not being
really?
serious. And I want to give a shout out to this guy,
Okay.
Frankie M. Sorry, I'm going to be an ass because I'm so bummed out. Today I found out my wife miscarried at 8 weeks.
Oh.
Right now I'm at such a loss that I've kind of broken down a little bit. This morning I was ordering version 3, all happy, and now at the end of the day I found this out. I just wanted to say the first time I laughed all day is watching Todd and Aaron's 2009 awards. Thanks, guys. If I had to ask a question, is there a time when you felt absolutely horrible, and what did you do to cheer yourself up? From Frankie.
Frankie,
Wow.
first of all, sorry.
Sorry about that. That's
Yeah,
rough.
That's
Sucks, man.
regards to your wife.
Regards to your
Wow.
wife.
Now I'm all
don't
down.
know.
I'm feeling down the dumps.
Well, I
right
felt absolutely horrible after it was a Todd and Aaron video that brought you up. I feel like that shouldn't have done that, but you lift me up. That you sent me that, Frankie. Thank you.
now. Thanks, Frankie.
I'm trying to think of something that I'd be comfortable sharing.
Yeah, all this stuff is kind of personal, so you know.
I've definitely had stuff cheer me up after
There
something
has
really
been a
hit me
moment
down.
in my life where something horrible happened, and I remember like just finding this news out and telling Rocco, and he just sat there for the longest time, and then, ba-doop-ba-doo-doo-doo. And honestly, right after that, I was happy. So
Yeah, maybe
That's all it
put
takes.
things
is
in
Seinfeld
perspective
noise.
for me. So there we go. Fucking rad.
We just have
Good podcast.
End the podcast.
Hey,
Don't do the
Ashley,
Hitler
will you end the?
podcast.
Can you
Ending
say?
it. I'm
Come on
ending
and
it.
say the
Ending
end.
it.
Just say the end. Like wrap it up.
There we go. That was
That
it.
was it.
That was
Can you hit
it.
the red button on the top of the camera?
Jump back
That-
in
right.
the sack.
Yeah, go look in front of
Walk
the
it,
camera.
yeah, go in front. Just,
no problem.
yeah,
hit
it's right
the-
there
I don't believe this is
on
true.
the top.
Oh.
No, not that one.
No,
No.
on top.
On top.
On top.